Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Message deleted.
Good afternoon/evening, everybody, and welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series. Today we're in Bellingham, Washington at Life Force Ninja for our 6th qualifier of the Premier Series. I'm Ken Casillas. Joining me on the mic today is Bo Lewis, and we have one final division for all of you. It is none other than the Elite Division, where we're going to see 13 of the world's best athletes taking on 2 courses by the dynamic duo behind Life Force Ninja. It is Becca Margulies and Jaden Welch, who have won 2 straight years of best course design here at the World Ninja League. Needless to say, they have more than delivered on their reputation this time around. It's going to be an absolute stunner of an Elite Division, and joining me to break down exactly how our format plays out here in the Premier Series is my good friend Bo.
Two courses. So we start off with the traditional placement course, which is a normal flow course. Once you fall, your run is over. The course is typically shorter, and it determines the run order for the challenge course, which will be ran second. There are 2 retries on the course. If you fall once, you have 1 retry after that. It's a longer course, and it determines the final results.
That's right, and of course our athletes qualified for the Premier Series by placing in the top 25% of the regular season standings from last season, or by placing in the top 25% in the latest Tier 1 championships, which was just this past June. Some athletes have also received special invitations due to their participation in other leagues outside of the WNL. And by participation, I mean by absolutely slaughtering courses outside of WNL. We have a very large Canadian contingent here at Life Force Ninja, thanks to their active, not only, their active participation in WNL competitions here in Life Force, they cross the border every now and again, but also thanks to our partnership with the Canadian Ninja League, which has been truly, truly special. Now, while they are our partners, we do have a couple other sponsors we want to shout out. Those being NinjaWorks and DGS. Of course, first off is NinjaWorks, the ultimate ninja timing system. They run all of the specialties that you see out here, from our timers to our leaderboards to our run orders, and all the way down to the smoke machine, which you might see if a challenge course buzzer is hit. NinjaWorks has been powering the WNL for many, many years. We couldn't be more grateful for them. And shout out to them working with our stream team to make these streams as good as they can possibly get. Week after week, we're getting better, thanks to NinjaWorks. And shout out Sam as well. And then, of course, we have DGS Ninja, the biggest obstacle manufacturer in the world for all of the top obstacles, products, you name it, they have it. Go check out dgsninja.com. Recently, last year actually, they started sponsoring athletes. The first DGS sponsored athlete was 2023 Elite Female Champion, Addie Herman. And now there's an entire team of DGS athletes that we've seen competing all around the world, most notably throughout the Premier Series qualifiers ahead of Life Force, as well as the Barbados Ninja Throwdown, which was just a couple weeks ago. So very exciting to see that DGS is providing new opportunities for our athletes in and out of the gym. Once again, go check out their products on dgsninja.com. We're going to kick it over now to the floor, where we're going to get a quick look at our placement course. 7 obstacles to throw down, around the wall, the boot scoot, swing on through, log runner, the merry-go-round, and time to fly. We had about 55 seconds in the teen male division on this course, and I have a feeling that time limit's going to get slashed down by quite a bit for our elites.
And as always, the run order for the second course is determined by how the competitors do on this one. So it's going to drive them to go even faster. And as you can get a good look here at the course, Life Force, they're always putting some interesting obstacles together. So it's going to be interesting how the athletes face them.
The mini tramp has been moved up to the wall now. They're going to have to go around this wall and leap out to that black mat, as we're seeing, before starting off our third obstacle here. That last ring, very low to the ground when you're hanging, goes on a slider, descending to the finish platform. And then we get into the really, really interesting stuff. It's a straight path of very unique moves, starting with that skateboard-ish type thing, this board on wheels. You're going to have to grab that black ring that you see on the right side of your screen and then reach the dismount platform, hook that ring onto the boot scoot, which goes out to that smaller rectangular black pad. Then you're going to return to some footwork with this spinning log. They moved back that dismount platform a lot as well. My goodness, coming around the bend here on these discs, the merry-go-round they call it. Both of those will spin before tacking off of the last angled step onto the mini tramp and into the very, very last obstacle here. 2 rings, a shelf that drops, and then down on the left side is going to be an angled quad step that our athletes will use to jump over to that disc before dismounting to the buzzer in less than a minute.
This is all so creative, and I can't wait to see how the athletes approach this course. It's not your typical speed course. There's so many intricate moves everywhere. It takes a good eye to know how you're going to face this course.
And there you have it. On the right side of your screen is going to be your run order for today. Our 13 athletes in the Elite Division all lined up. Your first runner is going to be Nora Brown John, the reigning Canadian Ninja League champion, the reigning Elite Female World Champion, the reigning NSC champion. She's looking to add Premier Series champion to that list. The Premier Series finals, as a reminder, will be here at Life Force November 15th to 17th. So given that Nora's made the trip from Canada down here, I think it's likely we could see her in the finals. In order to qualify, she'll have to beat the first 3 obstacles of the challenge course. And then, of course, we have 12 talented elite male athletes. Our last 2 runners are going to be ones that you're going to really want to look out for, Kai Diol and Gavin White. Kai, clarification, put in his bio that I said his last name wrong at Worlds on stage 3. That was not me. Different guy. I know your name, boy. I got you. But I just had to set the record straight there. But Kai's super techie, and we have a pretty techie challenge course coming up. Also, numbers 2 and 4 on your screen right there, Ryan and Michael Chow, the twin terrors coming out of Momentum Movement Academy. They've had high involvement in the Canadian Ninja League as administrators. They're amazing coaches, and just incredible athletes all around. Speed is their love language when it comes to ninja, and I have a very, very good feeling we're going to see some really, really fast runs out of the two of them on this placement course.
I think it just goes to show, you couldn't tell me who's going to win this competition. We also have Zach Toussaint. I remembered watching him last year, and he absolutely smoked the challenge course. And it's going to be interesting to see, if he's going to do it again.
Oh, yeah. Zach, definitely another one to keep an eye out on. As well as our second runner, who's going to be Spencer O'Brien. Not necessarily a sleeper pick, but if you're not familiar with him, you're about to be by the end of tonight. That's for sure. But now it looks like we are ready to go. We'll be starting very shortly. Nora Brown John will be at the starting line very soon. Newer to the American ninja scene, I feel, but definitely become ninja royalty in the, year and a half she's been on my radar. She's definitely become, the one to beat. And considering she only has to beat 3 obstacles to qualify for finals, I have a feeling we'll see her in finals, Bo. And I have a feeling she'll be a very, very strong contender to win it all in the finals.
I'm sure she'll be making another appearance back in Washington in a few months.
Well,
and here she is right now.
Go. Nora Brown John. First obstacle called Throwdown. Just some massive throwback moves. You don't have to do the throwback. You can link your way through, and I have a feeling that's what we're going to see out of Nora.
I love the way she is imagining
they might
the
have made
tech
that
as
gap
she...
bigger.
Oh, wow.
Wow, huge throw to start. Great job, Nora.
Sprinting through the steps, trampoline to the wall, gets it. Nice dismount.
Now, great links on these swings here. Big pull back, and really
Just
staying up
power.
high.
Here's this unique balance line, you said. Ooh.
Now for the boot scoop. Woo! Big leap out. Perfect move.
I
Now
like
coming
this
through the
one.
merry-go-round. So effortless. Oh, she's got a batarang. She's got to go with
that
the
makes
bat.
That makes this so much harder.
That's new, but not
she nails
a
it.
problem for Nora Brown John. She's going to set her hips up to perfectly link through the shelf. And Nora Brown John got to get up and hit the buzzer again. There we go.
Make sure it goes off. Is it broken?
Buzzer malfunction.
Did she get the point?
It says finished. It says finished at 54.5 seconds out of 55. So she might have got it at the very, very end there. But let's be real. That was not her time. She slashed that course.
That was an incredible run. Everything was perfect. She nailed that course.
What a way to start off the Elite Division. Shocker. Nora going to be at the top of the leaderboard for the Elite Female Division. We saw her sister qualify a little earlier in the Teen Female Division, so perhaps, the Brown John sisters can make it a girls' trip out to finals.
I'm sure it will be. And I'm curious how this time's going to stack up against the male competitors as well. Because that seemed like a very, very strong run.
Oh, absolutely. It was so clean. But there's some, like we said, very strong athletes coming up. Spencer O'Brien's going to be our next runner. They might be making some adjustments here, either to the course or maybe even the time limit. 55 seconds proved to be more than enough time for Nora. And it looks like a second Nora has popped up on your screen there, folks. We might be trying to get an accurate hit for the buzzer and making sure that the buzzer still works well before more elite athletes make their way over there.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure if the buzzer wasn't working or if she timed out right there. That was kind of interesting. So to make sure we have that all cleared up before we start with the male side of things.
Shout out to our team over at Life Force, both repping, Team Life Force and also Team WNL, working together to make this event as smooth as possible. We want to make sure that our athletes have high quality equipment and those buzzers absolutely of high quality. But we just got to make sure that when someone gets a run in 35 seconds, they get that 35-second credit. I believe Nora's time popped up and is currently under review, as you can see on the left side of your screen right there. We will be adjusting that time to fit, when she made proper contact with the buzzer. It happens every now and again. I definitely have done that where I was going up a warped wall. I hit a buzzer, but I didn't hit it hard enough, so I had to hit it a second time, and that was my time. I've never seen anyone hit it like 8 times like Nora had to. That's definitely not a fault to her.
Yeah, and the once the times are cleared up, it'll be displayed right for y'all. Yeah, once again, me personally, I've never had to deal with an issue like that. I know, Kane, you said you have dealt with that, but I always make sure when I hit the buzzer, I hit it real hard. So, but Nora, she slapped it 20 times before it went off. I mean, I don't know what went wrong there. So,
well, it looks like we're going to be pretty much good to go. We'll update you guys on Nora's time when we have it. It looks like right there we're going to see a hand timed or a look back on her finish there, so that way we get the proper splits.
And now it looks like she finished in less than a second.
Yeah, what a beast, 49.1. I think that makes
looks
more sense.
correct.
I think, yeah, sub 50. It was definitely a sub 50 run.
The time limit is 55, correct? Or is it? It was a minute.
It was 55 for her.
It was 55. Okay.
We'll see if that remains the same for our elite male division.
Very well could be a little bit faster for them.
And you can see the buzzer being placed back at the end of the placement course now. Believe we are about ready to get the show back on the road with Spencer O'Brien.
First of 12 in our 13. Oh, Caden Madselin's first.
Oh, Caden's first. Okay, awesome. Caden Madselin's up. Oh, that's going to be real fun.
This is going to be interesting. And this guy is a beast, I tell y'all. I don't know if y'all have seen what he's done online, but he has like a 20-foot lache, something crazy like that.
No,
and he's running like he
Caden
has...
Spencer. I'm pretty sure that's what's
this
happening.
This is Caden.
Oh. Well, they'll have to change the name to say Caden. Great pop on the slider there. Great move by Caden. Not wasting any time. Oh my goodness.
Holy cow.
I was going to say, this is Spencer, not Caden.
Oh, this is Spencer.
And the chat is confirming. And Spencer O'Brien,
there he is.
Huge run, 35.4. I was going to say, that does not look like Caden. That definitely looked like Spencer.
From afar, it looked like Caden.
You were gaslighting me, Bo. You were gaslighting me. I should have gone with my gut.
Either way.
Regardless, Spencer stuck to his gut and absolutely crushed the course in 35.4 seconds. That was so clean.
Guarantee that mistake will not be made again.
The bat moves and everything, that was so smooth.
Yeah, that was an incredible run from Spencer. And that's, for now, he's on top of the leaderboard. Next, we have Ryan Chow. One of 2 Chow brothers. They're twins,
That's right. Ryan and his brother Michael spearheaded the Canadian Ninja League. They both coach and train out of Momentum Movement Academy. And they are so powerful.
Look at that.
Ryan on the move now. Huge footwork. A good landing on the wall. He's going to hop right off. Now for these links through these trapezes. Going to give it a pullback instead of a pop through like Spencer did.
Send himself up for this run.
Wow!
Whoa! Holy
cow,
he just jumped
too. No!
Oh, but he fell!
No way! One of the coolest skips we've seen all weekend, followed by one of the most surprising stumbles. Look at this again, the run-up on this. Second step on the board, catches the ring midair. That was so impressive. You can see he's having a good time. I can't wait to see just exactly what he goes for on the challenge course.
And so far, looking at how our competitors have attacked this course, that's probably not going to land him in the best spot for the challenge course, but with how much power he displayed right there, I'm sure he will do just fine.
That's right. And now we'll take it back to the start for Caden Madselin.
There we go. Need I say more?
I don't
have to
know.
say a lot
Are you
more.
gonna
I
tell
do
me
have
that
to
this
say
is
a lot
someone
more.
else? No.
Next up, we have Spencer O'Brien.
Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, Caden now.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one to watch. Oh, yeah. There he goes. Looking very comfortable so far. But he's very smooth.
Great pop. Gonna pull back again. Keeping his legs up to avoid touching down.
Oh.
Right into the... I don't think he had the speed
no.
he wanted, but he saved it anyways. 22 seconds remaining. Huge jump out. That platform got pushed back so much for the elites. And he's going to hop right into...
still
Oh,
moving.
stumble there. He might have to
Backswing.
link his way to the shelf now.
That's going to
Gets the catch. No! Hit too high on the top of the ring there, and it just threw off his bat tech.
Caden, unfortunately, missing that second bat throw. I mean, you look great to that point. A little bit slowed down towards the middle. It's going to be placed in second right now.
Well, still an awesome run from Caden. Was moving at a really good speed. Spencer O'Brien currently still at the top with a 35-second run, the fastest we've seen all weekend. And now it's time for the second of two Chow brothers, Michael Chow. Another very fast ninja here.
Let's see if he can chow down on this course. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I had to.
Okay, anyways, Michael.
Oh, no.
Wait, did he go backward? No, he's fine. He's fine.
He's
He links
good.
his way through, and he pops right out. Now, is he going to go for the same skip? No, he's not. He's going to play it safe
Did
here.
he just touch?
Undershoots.
He touched?
Yeah.
No.
He foot tapped with a
And
backflip.
the extra backflip.
You know, he still had that much in the tank. You know, it happens. But the Chow
of the
brothers
Chow
going to go
brothers
down in almost
On
identical
the same
fashion.
spot. Very interesting.
Well,
Can we
we've
see this
seen the
backflip? There we
athleticism.
go.
Yeah. Oh, so clean. Teach me
Both
your ways.
so
I can't backflip.
He got there a little bit faster. He's going to be in front of his brother.
Well, now we're not seeing Spencer O'Brien again. It's Cody O'Brien. I don't know if there's a relation
Do you have
there.
another set of
I don't
brothers
know
here?
if there's a relation there, so I'm not going to assume. But Cody O'Brien is up.
Let's see what he's got.
Cody making
Cody O'Brien.
very quick work here. On the taller side here, so he's going to maneuver around that wall very quickly. But he's got to keep his legs up high for this slider. And he's out of there.
Cody O'Brien
Wow, so smooth.
making easy work. Oh, no!
Ooh, but his
That
foot
log
comes
spun
off to the
out.
side. Yeah. His second step there, he only got his toes on that log. And it just
it
wasn't
spun
enough
right
to
from under
commit
him.
to that jump. Got
I mean, he had the
confirmation
speed
that
to make the
Cody is
jump.
Cody is just confirming Cody is Spencer's father. That's
Oh,
what
wow.
I'm getting from the chat. So thank you, chat.
It's his family night here.
Oh yeah. Man, that was a run and a half, dude. These elites are just bringing so much heat. Kevin Ray gonna be the next one to do so. This is gonna be a fun challenge course. I can tell. If this is what they're bringing on the placement course, even if they're falling, big sends are much appreciated here. Kevin launching himself over. My goodness.
He looks
But he's
very
gonna need to
confident.
take an extra wind. There we go.
The way he moves resembles like a Ryan Stratus to me. I don't know if that's just you.
I think you're getting tripped up by the facial hair, Bo.
It could be the facial hair, but
But
just
look
like
at that
the
one-handed
whole
hook
build.
on. Perfect.
Oh,
a little
saves it.
off balance, but he's good. And he's still moving on. He's got 10 seconds, though, Bo. Not a lot of time to get this bat lane. He's going to have to link it. Oh, the
He's gonna take the
backswing's going to
backswing.
do it for him.
The time's gonna run out. He gets the catch though.
Good save. But yeah, that's going to be time for Kevin Ray. Still a great job. Going to land himself into 3rd place right now.
Still going. Well, if you take a look back, I mean, just a little bit slower on certain parts. A little tripped up. But
it looked like he was going slower in between obstacles versus going slower on the obstacles, which goes to show it's just there is no stopping in this course.
Yeah, he looked very strong. It was just more so the fact that there was so much time wasted on parts that weren't the obstacle. Jeremy Johnson.
Up next now is Jeremy Johnson. He is the 2022 Amateur Canadian National Champion. Obviously, since then has moved up to the elite division. And we're seeing why right now.
This guy's going fast.
Yeah, very smooth so far. It's one of those where he doesn't look like he's rushing, but he's so efficient right now that it's looking smooth. Good way to make up time after being stuck on that corner a little bit. Ooh, he's running out of steam there.
No. There he goes.
16 seconds remaining for Jeremy Johnson. He's got to get going. Can he get to the final obstacle?
Jeremy's going to have 10 seconds to complete this batarang swing. He's going to take the back swing.
He's got to straighten out.
Can he do it?
Oh, no, he misses the grab. My goodness.
That's going to move him up to 3rd place, right behind Caden. He looked very strong to that point. Once again, a lot of time was wasted on that second obstacle where he kind of stood behind the little hold for a second. But either way, very fast to that point. Good spot right now, too. Only 5 more athletes left to go before we move on to the challenge course. And we'll be kicking the last 5 off with Callum Manning.
I love the Instagram there that's just got the hyperlink. That's awesome.
That's pretty funny. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Callum,
we haven't talked a lot. Oh my goodness, little stumble there, but he's good. He's got the youthful legs. You know, he's all right.
Oh yeah.
Now we haven't talked a lot about this time limit. 45 seconds for the elite male division, and Callum is definitely making the most of it right now.
It's a whole 10 seconds faster than. Or 10 seconds less than the other age groups from today. So it just goes to show how much faster these athletes need to move.
Ooh,
and he's moving like this.
Around on the merry-go-round. Oh, and now he's
going to be set up? Oh, he's set up.
Oh, tried to link it. Just got it uneven. The bat spun out of that ring, but still a great job.
I think if he got that batarang in there, he might have had a shot to beat the course in time, but that one little mistake, it does put him in 3rd place, though. He's going to be solid on time. It seems like we've been getting a little bit faster each time we've gone on this course. So, we have a good one up next for y'all. Zach Toussaint.
That's right. Zach Toussaint is an absolute legend. Went for some crazy skips on the challenge course last year, so we know he's capable of getting creative and throwing big moves just like that.
That was an interesting start, the way he set that up. I found that interesting. He is
it was more up than out. Nice move. 15 seconds have passed, and he's already halfway through the course.
He is in his element right now.
Oh,
he is flying.
He is locked in. Two-stepping the entire
20 seconds left for the batarang. He's going to take the backswing. He has plenty of time to.
No! He just went too high. He had so much time
left. He had all the time in the world, too. It's a shocking exit right there. Luckily, that should put him in 2nd place easily. I mean, he was in his element that whole entire time. Zach Toussaint should be in 2nd. Tristan Casimir is up next.
All right, Tristan getting ready to go for it. Big link out, and he gets it. Throw down, not a problem for him. Hopping right into this next obstacle here. I believe he is our Oldest competitor of the elite division today at 43 years old. Not moving like it, though. My goodness.
Oh,
Great
wow,
links
look at the
here.
links. He's going to do a quick pullback, get those legs up, and he's through. This is the tricky part. Nice. Put that ring in. And I mean, he's getting far on the course.
Oh, he's absolutely going to make it to this final obstacle. He's not going to have enough time to clear it. Oh, and he whiffed the trampoline jump. I think he just buckled in his knees a little bit. But still a very strong run to the very end of the course there.
Yeah, he didn't really have any time to gauge that trampoline jump right there. He probably wasn't used. Those specific trampolines don't have much bounce to them. You have to definitely anticipate it. So probably wasn't ready for it. But either way, that was very impressive. All right, Ken. Here's the main event. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah. Kai Diol. Yes, I said that right, Kai.
Good buddy of mine. Oh, here we go.
That was a huge link. Yeah, this is already looking very polished, very poised.
He's been thinking about this for a little bit.
Yeah, he's had some time. He's going to take an extra backswing there. He's not going to try and pop through anything.
Oh, almost tripped over himself right there.
We've only had one clear on this course so far, so clearing would put him in the top two no matter what.
About 15 seconds left.
Seconds.
The thing is, you know, he might not be going as fast, but he looks so much faster because of how smooth he's going. Because slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. He has 3 seconds left. Can he get it?
Oh, come on, Kai.
Kai
yes, the
hits
buzzer.
it.
43.6 seconds. Taking second place behind Spencer O'Brien. Great run. Stayed calm. Made sure that he didn't rush any of his moves while remaining smooth and fast.
Well, if anybody
Especially
can
on those
perform under
batarangs.
pressure, it's Kai. He
Yeah.
nailed every aspect of this course. And he did it at his own pace, which is, I think, why he made it look so clean. That's going to put him in second, right behind Spencer O'Brien in front of Caden. And we only have one athlete left to go. Gavin White.
Gavin White coming out of Skyhook Ninja Fitness. That's over in Oregon.
And it looks
Nice
like he's
pull-through.
about to...
Wow,
Oh,
a great
he's
tack
moving.
off
He
the
is
wall
moving.
there. Oh, he did not come to play. Great hop into that board to give
Ooh.
himself the speed he needed. Almost fell short, but he's all right.
Oh, did you see him just turn on the jets right there?
Yeah, dude, this guy's acceleration is crazy. He's a little ahead of Kai's time to this point, which means he could be on track for second place if he can stick it, but no! Just hit the edge of the ring there. You can see him explaining where he made a slight miscalculation, but to that point, he was moving.
Gavin, I mean, look at right when he turns on the acceleration right there. I mean, I've never seen, he just turned it on like that. That was very impressive, and I hope to see that same speed on the challenge course. Well, there you have it. This is going to be the run order for the challenge course. We'll be starting off with Ryan Chow and be ending with Spencer O'Brien for the male side. We have Nora Brown John for the females. She'll be running first, and she is the only female athlete for today. Remember, she has to complete the first 3 obstacles of the challenge course.
Yeah, Nora absolutely crushed the course. 49 seconds there. She was so smooth, especially on that link. We haven't seen many athletes link from the shelf straight to the step. We've normally seen a backswing so they could align themselves. Nora just absolutely made it look easy. Just absolutely effortless through that. And I have a feeling whatever they throw at her on this challenge course, she'll be ready to handle.
And not to mention, this is pretty much a Canadian field. It's a Canadian takeover out here right now. 2 of the top 3 on the male side is Canadian. Very interesting here. Love to see it. Like to see the international competitors killing it out here. We start with Gavin White, who we just saw run right now. The accelerator, as I'm going to start calling him, the way he turns on the jets. Look at this one more time. And just turns it on.
The leg strength in him is crazy, which is awesome because on the challenge course, there's a lot of opportunities to go for some big sprinting skips.
Yes.
And Gavin White could be one to look out for. And then we've got Kai Deal on the challenge or on the placement course here. Second place overall, one of our 2 finishers in this division. Had about a second and a half left on the clock, but didn't let any of it phase him. He just played his game. He knew it was a winning one, and it paid off.
And in first place, our first runner of the male side of things was Spencer O'Brien, destroying the course. I once again would like to apologize for calling you Caden Madslin that whole run. But Spencer, you have distinguished yourself.
Well, hopefully, because
impressive.
Spencer is going to be our final runner of the entire weekend, being the last runner on the challenge course. So he's definitely going to be one to look out for. I had my eyes set on him. I was like, he's going to be one to look out for. If people haven't heard of him at this point, they'll definitely hear about him tonight. And so far, I've been proven right. So I feel very validated here, you know?
Oh, yes.
But of course, our first runner of the challenge course is going to be Nora Brown John, who has basically just been going around. You ever watch Kung Fu Panda 3 and there's the villain that's just beating all the old masters, turning them into statues and collecting them? That's what Nora's doing to like world
Every
champion
course.
titles. She's just going around and collecting titles and like putting them under her belt. And just, you know, oh, you want the NSC championship? I got that one. I got the WNL championship. I got like Premier Series is
She's
just another thing to
collecting
check off her
competitions
list.
like Infinity Stones.
No, literally. It's crazy. Should we start calling her like Ninja Thanos? That'd be kind of funny. But
Ninja Thanos? That's a crazy name. I like that though.
but Nora is absolutely just a legend already, and she's still so early into her ninja career that it's just going to be amazing to see what becomes of the rest of her ninja story. Can't wait to see her run the challenge course. Again, she will have to beat 3 obstacles in order to qualify for the finals, and I don't think I've ever really seen her fall on an obstacle that early. And I don't believe in commentators' curses. So Nora's going to do great. But of course, the 2 people standing in her way are none other than the course designers themselves, the co-owners of Life Force Ninja, Becca Margulies and Jaden Welch, who have created 2 masterful courses. Guys, when I tell you that this challenge course is awesome, it is far and away my favorite that we've seen in the entire Premier Series, which is really hard for me to say because I am always excited for a Premier Series challenge course. But you can see there, Jaden and Becca have the award for Best Course Design for last season. They also had it for Season 8, so that's a streak of 2 now that they're on. And they're more than showing why this entire weekend. The modifications that they've made to this course for the Elite Division are really, really cool. I'm so excited to explain it to you guys when we get to the breakdown, which I actually think is right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at those obstacle names real quick. You're going to want to watch out for Watch the Gut, which requires athletes to kind of jump into a bar, lock it into a bear trap, and do a like parkour lache type thing where you put your feet on the bar. Tipping Point is going to be unhinged, literally. It's going to be similar to the obstacle that was at the NSC Youth Finals most recently. Peekaboo. We've modified the skyhooks, and now it is a slap tech skyhook move where our athletes will have to use the ring to hit a board up and then lock the ring onto a hook. That's going to be really fun. We've modified the bar tech. The bar, as you can see on your screen, is now at the top track, and they'll have to drop down around the barrier. That is not a telescoping bar. They'll just have to make it crooked and then straighten out before the landing. It's good. There's just so many great modifications, and I think we're about to take a look at it. But my goodness, this course, they cooked. They cooked.
I am scared to watch.
Chef Jaden,
I am very
Chef Jaden
scared
and
to
Chef
see what
Becca,
they've
they
done.
cooked.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And just you describing everything to me, I was watching the teen division, and I was already just amazed by what they've done. I can't wait to see how they've made this more incredible.
Well, there's the first obstacle there, Flower Power. They'll swing across the wall, work their way across the cliff, and then they get to this bar with a flower wheel that they'll have to spin 180 degrees to lock it in to the next position before traversing through the rest of the bar, the rest of the wall, I mean. Choices is an assortment of bars and steps and holds that our athletes can use to navigate and make ultimately a 90-degree turn. We'll see what they choose to do, but we've seen a lot of utilization of the quad step that's attached to the wall there. Then it comes down to get that wall where our athletes are going to be swinging on a giant swing there with that black ring over to the miniature warped wall all the way down on the right side of your screen. They're going to be popping up and over that wall before the first truly time-consuming obstacle. If our athletes don't have the tech for it, this is door tech. Those rings have been moved away, and our athletes are going to have to pivot those doors 180 degrees to lock it in to reach the next ring. Now here, this step alley is called up, down, and around. Our athletes can use the skateboard.
The skip.
Oh no, they blocked the skip. Oh, I was going to say our athletes are trying to long jump it, but now they can ride the skateboard up, grab the ring, come back down, loop around, put the ring on the hook, and go for a big dismount. I really wanted to see that skip as well. But we come on into the midpoint of the course, which is watch your gut. You run through those little blocks, you jump into that bar, it will swivel 90 degrees as shown right there. It will lock into that bear trap, which has to be, there we go. You got to go into it with full body weight, it'll lock in. And then dismount under the black tarp. And then you come into the tipping point. Free
this one looks a little harder.
On both sides. You will be upside down at one point before running up to this super fast ring slider and wrapping yourself around on those black rings to that spider wall. Then you come into the next obstacle, which is, I believe it's called Time That Grab. Our athletes will grab the rings, slide down, and lock those rings onto the handles before dismounting to that black mat. Then here is Peekaboo, the slap tech skyhook move, which we were talking about.
Holy cow.
I have a feeling this is going to be a major crux point for our athletes. We have some very techie athletes, but my goodness, is this course just techie to the, oh my gosh, like a 12 out of 10 pretty much.
Oh, yes.
Then we come in to the bar tech here. Our athletes will ride down that track before hopping up to the bar, which has been elevated. Then they'll have to bring the bar down. They can go either to the lower track or to the flying bar cradles immediately, whatever they choose. But they'll have to really, really wedge it in and out of those tracks before making their way over to endgame. What was a Cookie Monster move where you put a ring into a special delivery is now a U-bar into those two little slots. Good luck, everybody. Then it's some slopers on a goose hold. Some rings all the way down to that wall there. Oh no, sorry, down to that platform. There is an extra obstacle for the Elite Division, which is, I believe, climbing that wall and hopping on up.
Because why not?
Yeah, because why not? The time limit
I'd
for
just like
a lot
to
of these
say-
divisions have been 5 or 6 minutes. I have a feeling we're going to see like 4:30.
No, let's give him like 2.5. That last obstacle, the horseshoe one, looks ridiculous. I will go ballistic if someone beats that. Once again,
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a pretty good roster who could take down this course, but we're definitely looking at some crazy stuff. Now, with that said, we have 14 amazing athletes coming up. We'll be back in just a few minutes as Nora Brown John will be taking on the challenge course first, and then we'll jump into our. Oh, never mind. We might not be.
We're going right now.
We might be literally going.
It looks like
my French. The camera crew's making their way over to the starting line, which means Nora is soon to follow on the left side of your screen there, folks.
So, unfortunately, the time limit is not 2.5 minutes. It looks like for Nora, it's going to be 5:15, and for the males, it's going to be 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Reasonable. Given what our athletes have to face, very reasonable.
Oh, yes, for sure. I think that is still plenty of time. Obviously, it's still going to push all of our athletes, so...
Well, with that said, I just received word that Nora is heading to the starting line. The reigning queen of ninja.
I can't wait to watch this.
Collecting her Ninjfinity stones.
Good one.
Yeah, I think I just killed the joke, honestly.
Yeah, we're never using that one again.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. Normally it's you getting on to me about the jokes.
Yeah, no, I can admit when I messed up. I can admit when I made a bad one there.
It's all good. It happens. We have 3 American athletes here, I'd just like to say. On so far in our run order.
Canada pulled up, man. Like, this is
You
their
love
time.
To see that. Love to see that.
All right, well, here
we go.
There's Nora. Making sure she's all chalked up and ready to go.
Walking over to the start.
Now, as a reminder, as the only elite female competitor today, Nora just has to beat the 3rd obstacle. I genuinely think she could beat maybe not all of them, but the 3rd obstacle specifically with her eyes closed. I wouldn't want to do these. I wouldn't want to do the first 2 blindfolded, but I think she could do the 3rd one blindfolded.
You know, we could probably do a lot of things blindfolded if we work for it. I'm sure she could do this whole course blindfolded if she wanted to.
Well, so far, flower power is not a problem for her. She's been doing ninja for 7 years. She loves doing speed courses in laches. We'll see some lache power here. On choices, very smooth. Links the dismount.
Holy cow.
She also loves to travel with her family to the ninja competitions. We saw her mother in the amateur division today. Her sister
and she's going back to
the
Washington.
teen division. Yeah, she's, by the way, she's just
you
casually...
have to use the ring. You can only use the ring.
I forgot to mention that.
That is cool.
You have to use the ring, which means that ring over there as well. She'll have to probably hop out to that hook there with the ring that she's currently using before reaching out to the side.
I did peep the doorknobs on there earlier, and I remember the ring from the last group, so I only assumed that was going to be the case, and it surprised me when I saw it for some reason.
So far, Nora is sailing through this course. Says her proudest accomplishment this year was winning the NSC finals and getting a burnout clear. Let's see if Premier Series can be added to her list of accomplishments. We already know that she's won this qualifier, but winning the finals would be crazy. Oh, needs a little more speed here, though. You can see her starting back on that last step. Nice.
Just enough.
The 3rd time.
Gonna hook the ring in and swing over to safety. Watch out for our camera equipment. There we go. Oh! Is her ankle okay? I don't know if you saw that.
It looked a little off, but she doesn't seem too fazed by it. She's moving on through. Now to watch your gut. This has been one of the trickier obstacles. You can put your feet up on that bar. Looks like she's just going to cast and go for it. Yes, parkour-style dismount. Perfect technique there. But now for the tipping point, which has been completely taken off of its hinges. It will free spin now. She will go upside down just like that. She's going to have to build enough swing. to where she feels she has the angle to run just like that to the slider. Nora Brown John is just putting on a clinic for everyone to see right now. Asking to chalk up, still has 2 minutes 45 seconds left.
2 minutes for 4 obstacles. You have a lot of course left to go, and it's probably the hardest part of the course yet. So
I will say the last 2 obstacles definitely are the ones that take up the most time. So she'll have to get through this. I think this is where the
challenge starts.
Well, now she's got to pop back forward and get the rings to the side.
Wow.
Yeah, first try for Nora Brown John.
I am astonished.
Great dismount as well. Now we get into the nitty gritty here on Peekaboo. This slap tech skyhook move. It's going to be so challenging.
And remember, she hasn't used any of her retries yet. She is clean to this point.
Wouldn't expect anything less from the world champ.
Nora Brown John.
Still very impressive.
Getting ready to set up one of the hardest obstacles we've seen today.
Almost
and
had it.
She almost had it.
Jeez,
she knows what she's up against.
She got the flap open, just couldn't connect with the hook. Gets a second attempt though.
Yeah, that is a hard obstacle.
A minute 30 left, but of course the focus right now is just on beating this move. Oh, didn't get under it that time around. Nora Brown John's run is going to end on Peekaboo, but still had an amazing run, and we will be seeing her qualify for the Premier Series Finals.
Nora Brown John, up until that point, was clean the entire time. I don't know how she did that. I mean, that was such an impressive run. She did take a few attempts to get that ring on that obstacle, but she took everything with such confidence. I was blown away. Look at that big jump right there. And I think this was my favorite one. I was not ready for this change to this obstacle, so the slap chalk did unfortunately get her. So I'm curious to see how everyone else is going to approach that one.
That was just something special. And
that was a clinic.
Yeah, best way to describe it. But now we're going to kick it over to the elite male division. I don't think the course has really been modified, but the time limit has been cut down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Ryan Chow, who we know can go fast, is going to be our first runner.
I don't know about you, but I think he's moving pretty fast.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? It's been less than 15 seconds. He's already halfway through obstacle number 2 choices.
Now, being a former Premier Series competitor, I can say that running first in the challenge course is one of the scariest things you can do in Ninja. Because
no! And it doesn't look like Ryan Chow's not having the most amount of luck with rings right now. Had a bit of a ring slip up on the placement course. A ring just coming undone on the door tech here. He'll have to put more of his whole body into it so he can rotate properly, but no!
Comes right off.
His run ends shockingly on door tech. I think he tried to get a little bit more of a twist with the ring versus a pivot in his legs. But look at the power that we saw. A great jump there. Just so clean.
I mean, I just don't think he had the ring on there properly. Or maybe, I think his weight, he pulled it off. He must have pulled it off. And I believe his brother's next, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, his brother is next. So
we'll see if Michael Chow can learn from his brother's mistakes here. Both fell in the same spot on the placement course. Hopefully that doesn't repeat itself for the challenge course.
Indeed. And once again,
all right,
Michael Chow's brother just ran. Here he goes.
Now for a bigger move, they did move that ledge for the elites, so it's a little further out. But now to set up the angles here on choices. Really
I don't know if
going
you saw
for
that, but it
a
looked like he
hit.
slipped for a second.
It looked like he did, but he managed to recover it. And now he's quickly through that third obstacle, about 3 seconds behind his brother's pace.
So let's see how he approaches this after watching his brother. Looks like he has the ring all the way on there.
He's also a lot lower. Squatting
no!
down, but no! Whoa, I
Michael
was
Chow
not
also
expecting
down.
this. He does have
This
a
is
retry.
not the obstacle I expected he would have struggled with off the bat. I think once again, Nora Brown John is probably a lot lighter than our first two competitors, and that might have a
True.
little bit of a play in it, but
There we
he's
go.
taking
Looks
it
like he's
a
going to...
lot more cautiously now.
Yeah. Taking his time here.
Trying to get that wall around. It's a very tedious process.
I like this
Now, if you can
squatting
hook
technique.
that foot the way he just hooked the others, I don't know if he's going to be able to figure it out. I think he can do it. I mean, he has it almost there. If he can just get that body, he can't put his hands on that wall. He can only
Correct.
use the ring. He can't go back. He's kind of stranded. At this point, he's going to have to use as much of this time limit as he can to try and figure out how to turn this one ring around.
Very interesting here. You can see his brother giving him some advice, but he's... Oh, he's going to try and abandon using his legs. He locked the door in, but now he's got to turn around and get this hook, and he does.
How much does he have left? Does he pre-turn it? He needs to pre-turn it.
That would be a good idea, but I think he's trying to use his hand to send himself away, and it works perfectly. Michael Chow is out of there.
There we go.
Gives away the beta for the rest of the athletes, and hopefully he can make the most out of the remaining time in his run. So that way he doesn't get taken out, but oh no, a little stumble there. Was still reaching forward as the board was sliding back on him.
I'd just like to say it would have been a very interesting car ride home had he had also fallen on that obstacle. On the door one. Oh, trips.
Oh,
is he
little
still
stumble.
Okay.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
That was scary. Now he's making
now
up
on
for
the watch
lost
your gut.
time.
He still has a minute and a half left. He's probably not going to have enough time to clear, but no. His run ends there. I was going to say, I thought he could have extended it more. Michael Chow, unfortunately, down on Watch Your Gut, obstacle number 6. But he broke through the door tech, and I think he's established a beta. Like you said, different body types. Nora Brown John, a lot lighter, also had the right tech. And you could see that Michael had to get a little more creative with it. Apparently, his brother also helped him out with the beta from the sideline. So shout out Ryan.
With how light, I just lost my train of thought. Michael Chow currently first place, but we have a lot of competition left to go. I'd just like to say, for how long he hung up there, I was definitely questioning when endurance was going to become a factor, because I could tell he was starting to feel it.
Oh, yeah. But now we take it over to another member of another Ninja family. This is Cody O'Brien.
It's family night.
Of Spencer O'Brien, who's right there on his sideline. We'll see Spencer as our final runner of the challenge course. Now, Cody's had the chance to watch the Chow brothers take on this challenge course. Watch Nora as well. We'll see what he's picked up and if he's taken any notes.
Cody getting ready to go, getting a fist bump from Spencer, his son. Waving at
Got a little
getting a
flare
little sassy
here.
before we go. Love to see it. Like to see a little bit of personality. Turning
Very
that flower.
easy rotation.
He turned the flower with a lot of power. Sorry.
Bo, you're fired.
No!
It's one of your better ones. Ooh, no hands there on the step. Very smart there from Cody. Really, really angled his body to stay safe, and now he's coming in to get that wall. Now you can
Swinging
see
to
on the
safety.
bottom of your screen, folks, with the leaderboard, you can see the plus 7.6. That goes to show how far off time-wise Cody is from first place's pace, but at the moment, with no clears, that doesn't matter as much.
Oh, wow. Look at this. He has it down to a science. As long as he can get this door to turn, perfect.
So
Beautiful.
clean.
And he looks a lot bigger than a lot of our other competitors, and he's made it clear that size isn't an issue with this obstacle. He's going to take the ring back, set himself up for this dismount.
Just has to give it a little jump backwards. Nice leap. Perfect landing.
Perfect.
Now coming in a minute and a half ahead of Michael Chow to this point. Puts him in first place, but with so much talent coming afterwards, you know he's going to need to do more. And so far, that's exactly what he's doing. Cody O'Brien coming up to the tipping point. Originally,
And keep
there was
in
a
mind,
box that would stop
this is-
full rotation. Not anymore.
This is someone's father. This is incredible. Father-son duo out here doing this well. Both of them are powerhouses.
This dude is shredded as well.
Yeah, that is so awesome. So watch his fingers. I'm scared they're gonna... He's not building momentum in the right spot. He might not be comfortable with the... Oh no! He
Nice
gets it, though.
jump. My goodness. Yeah, I was on the same wavelength as you there, Bo. I was a little skeptical of that, but he made it out of there. Now for
just
the
had
first
so much
of
power.
4 techie moves.
It didn't really matter how he swung it. It just had that much power. I was curious why he wasn't building momentum from the bottom of that. So
And now he
Cody,
can pop back forward to get
big
the
pop,
rings on.
He gets it.
So precise, so clean. Now he's got to build up swing. That right ring sliding off the handle. He better get out of there quickly before it peels off. And he does. And he resets here. Came in with a little too much momentum, but he calms himself and is going to chalk up before peekaboo.
Once again, he has 3 obstacles left. But this is where it gets very technical, very difficult. It's the hardest part of the course.
He has the power. Does he have the speed? Yes! Oh no!
He had it, but he couldn't hang
Locked
on.
it in and just peeled off. A minute 15 left. We know he can get this move. Now he's just got to hold on.
We know it's possible. He just has to make it. It's a very tricky grab, tricky maneuver right here. And he
There
does
we
it.
go. And the nice thing is he can take a little more liberty on his backswing, knowing that there's something behind him to stop him a bit. And he gets
almost-
there.
Okay, that was
Wow.
a scary grab right there. But
Cody
O'Brien
Now with
comfortably
40
in first.
seconds left, coming into Bartek. Now
Let's see how he approaches this.
Those bars away from those 2 stoppers and drop to the lower level. He's gonna
turning that bar.
Make it crooked,
Oh,
and it just
no.
comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
one
see
more
what he-
retry.
I see what he tried to do. He just couldn't get the left side out enough. This is one swift motion where you're basically
he was trying to-
pulling to one side, stabbing back into the other, and then realigning. Such a quick motion.
He was trying to pre-turn it to where he didn't really have to do much work whenever he was really on the about to hop the bar up and see if he does it again. And he just goes for it this time.
Faster move, but didn't get the precision there. But Cody O'Brien makes it to the second to last obstacle. Definitely a strong first place run for the time being. We'll see if that holds up.
It's definitely going to be a race to that area of the course. Cody O'Brien was definitely moving, but that's a pace that I feel like other competitors are going to try and match. And when people are trying to match paces, it's going to tend to lead to, like, you know, people going a little bit faster. This move right here was absolutely incredible. I'd never seen this kind of move before, and this one right here is going to be really tough to get. So Cody O'Brien currently in first, but everything is subject to change.
Yeah, that ninth obstacle, peekaboo. I've seen Slap Tech around most of the time involved with cliffhangers. I believe most recently Sam Folsom had some at the Barn Comp, but never really seen one with an object. So having that skyhook definitely adds a whole other layer of technique and difficulty.
We're just changing it up today.
Well, now at the starting line is Tristan Casimir, who we'll be seeing right now. Tristan's been doing ninja for 8 years. His ninja nickname is the Backyard Ninja because he hosts a backyard Canadian Ninja League competition annually. He says, awesome. Other than that, I'm in my 40s and still ain't too busted yet. We can tell he's moving very well.
He joined a lot of people that made it to the final obstacle on the placement course, which was a very small group of people. So clearly he has the talent. Let's see if he has the endurance to get through this course. It's a very long course.
Yeah, Jaden and Becca absolutely knew what they were doing when they made this long of a course and put all of the tech obstacles at the end. You have to imagine just how pumped our athletes are. Oh, ring comes off.
I could see it was on the edge.
Yeah, and leaning back doesn't help it either. You really got to make sure that you're under it.
So it seems that we've learned that you want to stay against that wall and you definitely do not want to lean back. Have all your weight kind of towards the bottom so you can rotate that wall, and he didn't get the pre-turn, so he's going to definitely have to work his way around. I believe we saw Michael Chow just dangle from the ring, and it was able to slam into the... Yep, there we go. But he needs to relax his arms. No!
Tristan Casimir's run ends short. Definitely not where he wanted to go out. Unfortunate there.
It seemed as if he was definitely taking a more smooth approach to the course and didn't seem to have the right plan going into the doors right there. So unfortunately, that's going to be the end of his run. However, we saw such an impressive display from the entirety of today's competition from him.
Next up is going to be Kevin Ray. Been doing ninja for 4 years, coming out of Skyhook Fitness in Oregon. Says his wingspan is turkey vulture sized. This is a running thing now. This is like the second or third athlete who's listed their wingspan as a bird. So
it's like a running joke.
I guess so. And we're not in on it.
Now, I know I said earlier he moves like Ryan Stratis. I am sticking to that. It's not the beard. Like, he physically moves how I imagine Ryan Stratis moved like 10 years ago.
Okay.
You need to just pay attention.
10 years ago. Are you calling Ryan Stratis old? That's messed up, man.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Strat still got the moves, just like Kevin Ray. Ooh, ring comes off though. I like that he's reaching out with his left hand because you can tell he wants to use the right hand to preset his swing to rotate here. Oh, but it comes off. Yeah, very tricky move here.
once again, we're seeing athletes trying to utilize the pre-turn method, but it's more of a question on how to set it up, and he's gotten it. Can he make this first jump? Yes. Gonna grab the second ring. Places it. Gonna lock it in, try to turn the second wall.
Much better this time around. Very smooth.
And he's out of there.
Keeping his run alive. In third place at the moment. As a reminder to everyone. Oh my goodness.
My gosh.
What a fall.
Is he okay?
He's grabbing his head.
All right, I think he's gonna step off the course.
Yep.
That's not good.
We get our people on site to check on him, but Kevin was throwing himself around like crazy. What a great move there on choices. Figured out the beta here on DoorTech and currently is sitting in third place. As a reminder to all of our spectators here today, the top 4 in this division will qualify for the finals. So you do not want to be below 4th place. And we have 7 runners remaining, which means we're about halfway through our run order.
We will also let y'all know if he's okay.
Yes.
With that said, we do have 7 more athletes, and we'll be continuing with Jeremy Johnson of, you guessed it, Canada.
That'll be in a bit. We're just checking on Kevin at the moment. We do have, we do have professionals on site able to watch over all of our athletes and check on them.
Seems like it might be a second before we head back into it.
How about this course, man? Absolute insanity overall. Everything is so... I just appreciate that every obstacle, almost every obstacle, is a mix of upper and lower body. You know,
and
you see a lot of different distinctions in different obstacles where they say, okay, this is your Lachey obstacle, this is your tech obstacle, this is your agility obstacle. And Life Force has just essentially said, nah, it's kind of everything. And I really enjoy that.
You know, they have the space to do that as well. It's a huge facility. They have, an abundance of space, truss, obstacles, and obviously the 2 co-owners have the extraordinary mind to come up with these unique obstacles.
And with that said, I cannot wait to see how this space gets rearranged just a couple months from now as we come back here November 15th to the 17th for the Premier Series finals. We've already had dozens and dozens, I think we're actually in the hundreds now, of athletes who have qualified for the Premier Series finals. And we still have 3 qualifiers to go after tonight. The finals are going to be back here at Life Force. It's going to be amazing. I've been looking at these courses that they've made today, and I thought to myself, if this is what their qualifier looks like, I can only imagine what finals is going to look like. I can't wait.
For me, I remember watching the Life Force competitions from last season and was already just absolutely astonished. I was watching with my father, and we were absolutely glued and astonished by the sheer amount of creativity that the obstacles had. We just hadn't seen a qualifier that had this much personality, and they brought the same amount of personality to this competition here. So I'm curious to see how they're going to double it in the finals, because I feel like they have a lot of stuff in store. This is just their first qualifier. We have another competition here.
And that's right. Next week, we'll be continuing our qualifier tour here. This time going to the UK, we're back at True Function Ninja Training Ground, where we'll see some of the best ninjas that Europe has to offer. I've also heard that we may have some athletes coming from Israel all the way out to try and punch their ticket to the finals. Then October 12th and 13th, we return stateside for the SoFlo Ninja Academy. down in Florida. We'll see a lot of Southern athletes mostly, but of course, anyone who's qualified for the Premier Series can compete anywhere they want at a Premier Series qualifier. Then October 19th and 20th, we wrap up our qualifiers at Modus Ninjas Lee's Summit in Missouri, where the amazing team led by Donovan Matoyer will be cooking up something really, really cool for us. But with
he's
that,
always cooking something.
Oh, yeah. He's got a lot of cogs going on in that brain. But with that, we are down to our final 7 runners here at Life Forces qualifier. Jeremy Johnson now up at the course, coming from Fit Set Ninja in Edmonton.
Yes, Jeremy Johnson looked very confident on the placement course, so just going to see how that transfers over here to the challenge course once again. He's going to have to get pretty deep in the course and get there pretty fast if he wants to make that top 4. As of right now, it's pretty open, so see what he's got. Not to mention, this is his entire bio. Used to play hockey and an amateur golfer. Man of many words, so visualizing something. Not sure what it is. Visualizing a fighter.
He seems ready to go.
He sure does.
You can see him getting some advice here from Spencer, who's going to be our final runner of the weekend. Looks like we're just waiting for the go-ahead. All right, Jeremy gets the thumbs up. He gives it back, and off we go.
And he's moving.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Johnson.
He knows he's going to have to move. Currently on the chopping block. Currently on the chopping block is Ryan Chow in 4th place, making it to Door Tech in 25 seconds. I believe Jeremy is just behind him. He'll have to beat Door Tech to crack into the top 4, but you know he's going to need more given how many runners are still coming up.
Jeremy Johnson, once again, seen a lot of people struggling with this obstacle early on. Just needs to make sure he has the right strategy perfect. Getting that second ring on there. He's going to try and pre-turn it beautifully. And he's going to look for that last ring, and he's out of there. Now, hopefully, what we saw earlier doesn't affect how other people approach this obstacle. This one is very daunting.
He's got to come into it with some speed, and he gets it. Good control with that as well.
Just a quick update on Kevin. He is okay.
Awesome. Happy to hear.
And Jeremy Johnson becoming the second athlete of the elite males division to complete up, down, and around. Now on to the...
Yes, perfect on watch the gut there.
That is such a fun obstacle. And another fun one, tipping point. Once again, we've taken the hinges out, or the stoppers.
Yeah, there was a big block that was acting as a stopper, so it only tipped forward. But now, this thing could go in any direction. Oh my goodness. Jeremy wasn't really moving with the board. He would kind of try and stop himself with his legs in a way. And because of that, he was relying purely on his fingers there. I don't think that
was so awkward. He almost got it in one try, but
failed out. And that's going to do it. But Jeremy Johnson currently in 2nd place.
Yeah, he was smooth the whole time. I think as he got more used to the big throws and the technical aspects of this course, he was showing out a little bit more. I was nervous about this one, especially after Kevin, but tipping point ultimately gets the best of him. It's going to land him in second as of right now, but we still have 6 athletes left to go.
Our next athlete at the starting line is going to be Callum Manning. I believe Callum was in our top 6 for the placement course. Callum was first in the regular season standings for the Elite Division this past season. Comes out of Aspire Ninjas in Ontario. Nice leap over. Looked like he wanted to link that, but chose not to. Played it safe.
Now, it's a tricky one to link just because of how awkward that little landing platform is. So, Callum onto the doors. Or, I'm sorry, get that wall. Needs to not
that ring looks like
it.
it wants to come off.
And he's in a weird spot
Whoa.
now. Wow. How is the ring still on?
That's what I'm about to say. Oh, and he gets it. He smoothed it out.
Nice little jump. He's going to grab this other ring. Place it on the other wall. He's going to stay himself in position. And he's out. Callum heading over. Oh, a little bit of a stumble. Not to mention, he's only 15 years old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's going to need a little more force than that. Gives it a push and grabs the ring the second time around. Now
I love
for the
to
around
see,
portion.
because I believe the original objective, you were supposed to use the momentum from the entire run up to that point. He just stood there and did it.
Yep. Now for watch your gut. He's really low.
Wow.
He's going to muscle up back, which is the right technique, but takes a lot of strength. And he's clear.
Nice jacket. He's through. Tipping point.
Now
this one's been giving a lot of people some trouble. Let's see how he approaches it.
Yeah, we saw only Cody Bryan has made it. Oh my goodness. We've only seen Cody O'Brien beat this obstacle, and he had to really wrestle with it for a little bit. Looks like Callum's stuck in the same scenario.
He almost has it. He wants to do it so bad.
You need more force than that, like that, and now he can go. No!
Oh no, he drops back down.
His legs
This
are
one
not
is so
cooperating.
tricky.
His squat is off rhythm with what he needs. He needs to get up now and move. Oh, a little more power. He needs to go upside down a bit.
And just remember, when does endurance become a factor? That was hard to watch. I hope he's okay after that. That's a rough hit.
He's up and he's walking it off, and he's back at the mini tramp like he's ready to go again. But the big thing that I'm noticing with these pushes is that they're pushing with their legs as if it's a TikTok. This, because your upper body moves as well and can spin on its own, your whole body needs to be putting force in. You need to be leaning into it with your chest, not away from it like a standard TikTok. And that's not giving you the run-up you need, which is why Callum's getting stuck where he is. If he just puts a little more with his upper body, he'll have the force that he needs just like that. Great
Just barely
correction.
gets it. How far can he go? He has a minute left. That's going to move him up to second place, right behind Cody O'Brien. But if he wants to catch him, he's got a lot more course to beat.
Turning himself around. I believe they have to do that climb up on the backside of the red line there.
Oh, he's tired.
Oh, but he missed one. He got one ring on. The right side just didn't match. He does get to use his second retry here, though.
He's going to get a little bit of a break because of this reset right here. He's been going nonstop for about 4 minutes, so I'm sure he's happy to get this little bit of a rest. He can really try and calculate this obstacle right here. Here he goes. He's going to turn around. Callum Manning.
All right, now for that next move forward. He gets it this time.
Callum Manning fighting his way through. He's going to get another obstacle under his belt. Can he beat this? 10 seconds left. Oh, he wanted to get that.
But that's going to do it for his run with no retries left in the bank and not a lot left in the tank. You could tell that took a lot out of him. Callum Manning fought his way all the way to obstacle 9. Amazing run.
Yeah, and especially after that tipping point fail, it was not looking great, but he bounced back real quickly. Was able to figure out the obstacle and get way deeper into the course than most people have. So, I mean, he was completely vertical right there. Especially his save on time that grab. So impressive.
Well, folks, we will be right back in just a couple minutes with the grand finale of our Elite Division.
We're back.
Welcome back, everyone. We are just wrapping up our Elite Male Division for the World Ninja League Premier Series qualifier here at Life Force Ninja in Bellingham, Washington. We have, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 runners left. Up next is going to be the Troutdale Ninja. Aiden Mazza. I was waiting for it. As a reminder here, everybody, we have 4 spots remaining in the Premier Series finals here at Life Force that they are trying to fight for. Currently on the bubble is Michael Chow, and Caden is currently sitting in 7th. Trying to pivot that door-on-door tech. It's been a little tricky.
My mic's not working.
I was just informed that Bo has been speaking this whole time, and you have not been able to hear him, but that's okay. When he returns, it'll be even better. But now, Caden coming up on up, down, and around. He's going up. Oh, not enough speed. Jumped on it a little too much. You need to push it forward with your momentum. Oh, just tapped the ring. You can tell there's a little bit more caution here on this obstacle now from all of our athletes, especially since there's no major skip.
Caden Magdalene setting up for the dismount of this obstacle.
Now on. Watch your gut. He's not going to put his feet on the bar, and he
no.
falls backward. I don't think he had the power and the height that he needed. Definitely the power, but I don't know about the height.
This is definitely not the place you want to slip up. It's a tricky one. It's just going to reset. He has plenty of power to do this. There he goes. And here is the turning point of the course, tipping point. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
I'm not sure exactly what he was... Well, I don't know. I hope he's okay. That looked very unsafe.
Down and up, up. There you go.
That only leaves him with one
And
try.
comes down.
Caden Magdalene
Man.
completely outdone by tipping point. I mean, he definitely was looking to go out with a lot of speed. And while the earlier part of the course, he looked very smooth, he was trying to save some time over at tipping point, which led to his first attempt. I saw the idea, just was not executed correctly, and that currently leaves him in 4th place with 4 of our strongest athletes yet to go.
That's right. Which means now our athletes will be locking in spots to the finals with every run that we have, starting with this run by Gavin White.
Gavin White
was flying. Flying.
Yes, he sure was. And here he goes. I believe it was him that I called the accelerator.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can see why.
He forgot
He's moving
to
so
close
fast.
his chalk bag.
I was about to say, he was moving so fast the chalk flew out of his chalk bag.
I have to get a cleanup on the course as well before our next athlete, but very smartly. Oh no. Trying to place that ring in.
Good pivot there.
Beautiful. I
And
mean, you can
just
tell he's
kinda-
had this mapped out.
Wow, look at the lock off. I don't know if I would lock
That
off
was-
so early on the course, but if he trusts in himself, then I trust him.
I mean, if he has the strength to do it, he has the strength to do it. You can't question it, especially if it's working.
Oh, not enough
Ooh.
speed there.
Good save. He's going to reset. Might want to take another step back onto the slanted platform. But he gets
Grabs it the
It's
third
all right.
time around. Third time's the charm.
Gavin White setting up for that big dismount through. And he's going to go straight into...
Watch your gut, which he gets
Watch
out
your
of
gut.
easy. I think he realizes now that tipping point is proving to be the major crux. So he wanted to get there in a fast time to maybe hold off the remaining athletes. We'll see if he can beat this. Has the power almost. Now
Well,
goes
not only is it
upside
the
down.
tipping point, it's the turning point of the course. Once again, if you beat this obstacle, it can almost guarantee you a spot in the finals, but he gets it.
He's through.
Not
And
to
he
mention
doesn't look like
Cody
he's
O'Brien.
slowing down.
Cody O'Brien's been sitting in first for a hot minute now. After this run, we'll know if he's confirmed for the finals. Gonna start his ascent. Turns around. Let's see if he could time that grab. Very easy.
Perfect placement.
And look at the lock off still. He has so much energy.
Gavin White, absolute beast, jumps right into second place, 13 seconds ahead of Cody O'Brien's pace. But that won't matter unless he can get Peekaboo right here, right now.
There's a minute 40 seconds for 3 obstacles. And this first one, not super taxing. However, it is extremely technical. It's going to take as much time as he can to rest. And once again, if he can get this, he'll jump up into first place.
Oh! He had the motion, but just went a little early. Actually slapped down on the front side of the board.
Yeah, it seemed as if he had the motion correct. He just needs to get that ring a little bit more out so he can latch it onto the hook right behind that slap.
And there was a lot of
take a
power
little
there
bit more
too.
time.
That ring went really high up. So there's a lot of force coming out of him. We'll see if the skyhook athlete can get the skyhook move. Taking some time to rest here.
Here he goes. It's going to make or break his run.
And he gets it! Now he's got to readjust his hips here to make sure he's on target for that wall, which he's not at the moment. Should be good here. Yes!
Ooh.
Wow,
Gavin
what a run.
wins. With about
He doesn't have a
20
lot of
seconds
time
left.
He's still in second place. In order to guarantee his spot to the finals, he's got to beat this obstacle.
Holy
Gets the
cow.
move down. Can he get to the flying bar cradles?
Can he do it
Yes,
in
there's
time
one.
is the real question.
There's 2. Get the dismount next.
He gets
He's in
it.
first place. Gavin White's going to the finals, and he may be running out of time. But currently sitting in first place is Mr. Gavin White.
What a change of events right there. Cody O'Brien seemed untouchable from that first place spot. He came in and said, nah, I'll take it for now. Beautiful run. Very clean from the start. And he was able to fix every mistake that he made. He was able to figure out every obstacle in front of him. Tipping point. Big crux for a lot of athletes. He struggled at first. He got it. Same with the slap move on the sky hook. And he was the first person to figure out our new bar drop. So we'll be seeing him in Washington because I believe that confirms his spot.
That is correct. Zach Toussaint is next. He was third, which means even if the last 3 runners beat Gavin will remain in that top 4. But now we'll see if Zach Toussaint will be our next finalist or if that spot's going to go to Cody O'Brien.
Yeah, I was just about to say that puts a question mark on Cody. Because I think it would be interesting. I don't think we've seen a father-son duo in the finals before in the same division.
I was about to say, definitely not in the same division.
I'm sure we've seen father-son duos, but I haven't seen that in the same, like amateur or elite would be the only divisions those are possible in. So
it'd be even more impressive given that it's the elite division. That's even more impressive. But Zach right now trying to figure out the door tech, little hung up, but he's locked in. Now to make that move over. He gets the grab. Already
Zach
kind
Toussaint
of knocked that door away. Looks like he's trying to set his turn. Much smoother on this second transition. Helps to have that ring a lot closer than the first one. Now he's got to get right into there. Perfect move, first try on the ring. We saw Zach Toussaint absolutely demolish the challenge course in last year's Life Force Premier Series. He's currently on track to do it again. Big, wide swing.
I was scary,
now
but
he's going to watch your
makes it
gut.
work. It came.
Hey, Bo.
Watch your gut.
Oh,
Watch your gut.
Thanks. All right, now in the tipping point, we'll see if the beta has officially been broken. Wow,
Oh.
big movement here out of Zach. I think this would be good for him to go on. Yes.
Wow, the swing was
All right.
off. Pure power got him through that. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It's very scary seeing them do that, and that swing just kind of jolts them. Perfect, though. Perfect run so far.
Currently in 4th place, so at the moment he's sitting on a finalist spot, but he'll have to get into that top 2 to guarantee it for the time being and not be on the hot seat.
I know that's not where he wants to sit right now. Not to mention, no misses to this point. He's completed
That's right.
everything in front of him.
I've been saying it's called catch that grab. They renamed it to double vision given the double rings there. So Zach Toussaint quickly threw double vision. Now on Peekaboo in 3rd place.
I just peeked that name change.
To
Sorry.
you, I say boo.
Zach Toussaint, this is something he looks very comfortable with,
Oh!
but he misses it.
Very surprising. He only got onto the corner of that board. Didn't get under it really to force it open. You'll have to be a little
Let's
more
see.
precise here.
And
no!
That's it.
Zach Toussaint on a move that we thought he was going to get in his sleep goes down and is now in 3rd place. Still a great run, but a final spot not guaranteed. Cody O'Brien is going to be locked into the finals.
With that, we still have to see his son take on the course and his explosive run from earlier. Zach Toussaint looks so comfortable. We mentioned that he hadn't missed to that point. It's not the spot that we expected him to go out on. It's going to put him in 3rd for now, but we still have 2 very dominant competitors left to go.
That's right. Gavin White and Cody O'Brien, our first 2 elite males locked into the Premier Series finals. But Kai Deol is our next runner. You can see him up there getting warm, making sure he's ready to go. Saw him qualify for the finals last season here at Life Force. We'll see if history will repeat itself for the better.
And we know what Kai Deol is made of. We know what he's capable of, and we know he is a tech master. So it's going to come down to what I think personally, endurance. And I think he has that locked as well. So I'm just curious what's about to go down. Once again, 2 more
I want to
athletes, so.
see I want to see the final obstacle at least attempted. You know, Gavin White made it there, but only had about 5 seconds left, so it just wasn't enough time for a full attempt. I want to see either Kai or Spencer, or both, hopefully, take a crack at it.
Yeah, I think if anybody could get there, it's going to be Kai. I think he's done stuff like this, or like the final obstacle before. I think it's more so, can he do it 10 obstacles deep? So
Yes, that is a great question, because tech can feel incredibly different when you're late in a course. Which is
Arms
funny
heavy.
because I'm not even going to lie, I'm better at tech later in the course because I'm tired and the adrenaline isn't like running through my veins. And when I am doing tech and like the adrenaline's high, I overshoot everything. And
Yeah.
so when I think I'm overshooting, like on obstacle 9 or 10 or something, and I'm doing, say, the flying bar, I'm actually like hitting it perfectly, even though it feels off for me. I just kind of learned to trust that I'm accidentally doing it right.
yeah, I mean, everybody has their own thing. Everybody can do tech. It's just how can you do it comfortably? You have what works for you, and we're about to see what works for Kai. Because I think Kai can do tech whenever he wants. I don't think there's a limit on it for him. I think he's going to do it the same every time.
Well, this is going to be a real fun one here. I can't wait to see this. We're really
If I'm
down
not
to the wire.
mistaken,
And I think the pressure's on. In order to get, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but in order to get Spencer and Cody in the finals together as a father-son duo, we might have to say goodbye to Zach Toussaint, which would be crazy. But that'll be dependent on how Spencer performs, and of course, up next, how Kai fares on this course. There he is.
standing at a full 6'1" coming out of Life Force Ninja. It's a little bit familiar with this gym. It's almost like we're there right now.
Yeah.
Kai Diol
Well,
has a lot of power.
you can see he is from British Columbia. He crosses the border from Canada to the United States to train at Life Force. That is dedication. His bio scares me because we were talking about how techie he is. He said, I pretty much just spent the summer away from posting tricks on Instagram to instead focus on course training and climbing. I feel a lot better in competitions now, and hopefully I don't completely jinx that. Which is scary, because if this dude comes in with his tech and now he's refined his course runs, that's a deadly combo right there for anyone who has to face him.
Would you like to read that last sentence for us?
It says, also, Kane, however you pronounced my name on stage 3 was wrong. Ha ha. Guess what, Kai? I wasn't the commentator for stage 3, so that wasn't me.
I know we clarified it already, but I think it should be known. And also, Kai is moving right now.
He looks so calm as well.
A wise man once told me, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So, he looks... Oh, that was a little interesting there.
A little awkward
Gets it,
swing,
though?
but he's safe.
He's moving smooth. He's moving fast.
Oh, wow. I thought he was
gets
going to
it.
fall backward. What good body control there. He's really going to have
I'm
to put that
curious how
to use
he's
on
gonna-
tipping point.
I'm curious how he's going to
He
do this
stepped
one.
out. He stepped out to it. Didn't give him the most amount of swing. I think he's still just trying to get a feel for it before
no.
popping up. Shout out to all of the spotters as well. Oh, he's really trying to pull himself up. It's almost like it's harder for some of our taller athletes. Kai, 6'1", has to move up more, but he's through.
He's got it now. He's going to move on over to the double vision. Also,
Now, it's worth...
he's in 5th.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's worth noting that, as well as the pace to this point. He's 15 seconds slower than Gavin White, and Gavin White didn't make it to the final obstacle with enough time to attempt it. I want to see a buzzer, so Kai might have to pick up the pace a little, but right now the focus is on cracking into that top 3 to guarantee his spot in finals.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to finish this obstacle fast enough than Zach Toussaint, so going to put him on the bubble for now.
But this is the type
Definitely
of stuff
gonna
that
want
is
to complete
Kai's
this
bread
obstacle.
and butter. You have to think, we were talking about endurance to this point. If that's what he's been training, combined with his past experience on tech, I'm feeling pretty confident about this move for him.
Oh, no.
Just undershot it. That's okay, but I think he had the right motion. He just has to give a little more oomph to it, and he'll be able to lock that in on his second attempt.
Kai Diol needs this move right here. Let's see it.
Oh, no,
And
he
no!
was so crooked there. Oh, man.
And Kai
That's
Diol is in the bubble
crazy.
spots.
Was not expecting that. I think he wanted to just go as early as he could, but was just a little off axis there. It was such a calm, collected run through the entire course leading up to that. No retries needed on anything. Even had a good save there on Watch the Gut. But it was Peekaboo that ultimately got him.
And this is just going to complicate the leaderboard even more. It's going to come down to our final competitor, Spencer, or Kai is going to snatch that last spot. As you can see, he is sitting in 4th right now. He's on the bubble. He has a shot to move on. to the finals.
Zach
But
Toussaint, meanwhile, locked in his spot. Congrats to him.
Zach did lock in the spot. So we'll either be seeing Kai or we'll be seeing a father-son duo in the finals.
I'm not going to lie.
Here he
Kai
goes.
is an amazing athlete, but there are a few athletes that I'd be worried about knocking Kai out. Spencer is absolutely one of them. Spencer is an animal.
Ooh, a little bit of an awkward touch on that quad step.
But it works for him.
Running first on the placement course is not easy, and he did it and took it home. Taking first place on it, especially while running first, is hard to do.
Not only that, but he took first by about 10 seconds.
Oh no! He just turned the whole wall around.
Whoa! What's going to happen here? He
That was
locks the
intentional.
ring in?
That was intentional. That had to be intentional.
I don't
That
know
was
if it
crazy.
was, but he knew exactly how to fix it and didn't let it affect him.
It worked out perfectly.
Wow. Just wow. And he's 4 seconds ahead of Gavin White's pace at the moment. If he can keep this up, he'll have not only a qualifying spot in the finals, but the win.
I will say, and this is just, I'm worried for Tipping Point because he does look like a little bit of a lighter athlete. You know, I'm scared that it's not going to tip the same it has for our other competitors. Once
We
again, this
shall
is the big
see.
crux point. Oh, he looks comfy.
Oh, that's a lot of power there. He should be good to go. Oh, if he can get his feet up faster, he's golden.
I think he's got it right here.
Oh. Now he doesn't have the rhythm. He's got to get it back. Yes,
Had
there
on
it
that.
is.
He has it.
Wow. Spencer O'Brien now hops into 6th place, and he's going to be up into 5th very soon. He's just a second behind Gavin White, but again, I think we're going to see him pick up the pace here big time.
Yes. And at the rate he's going, it looks like Kai Diol just might be out of it. It's going to be
Yeah.
close.
Huge pullback there. Gets the landing
And
in
there
one
it is.
backswing.
Father-son duo.
That is incredible. Congratulations to Spencer. Our 4 finalists are going to be Gavin White, Cody O'Brien, Spencer O'Brien, and Zach Toussaint. But I don't think Spencer wants to lose to his old man,
cow.
given the way he just absolutely flashed Peekaboo there.
Not to mention, he's clean to this point. Like a lot of other athletes, but he's clean to the last 2 obstacles of the course.
Now, here's the deal. He's 53 seconds ahead of Gavin White's pace to this point.
That means he has a lot of time to mess around with these new obstacles.
Yeah,
I
if he
haven't
needs a
seen too many
retry
attempts here.
used, if he needs to use a retry, then
That
he
was so
can,
clean.
but he's not going to need it here by the looks of it. Great
I think we're
move.
gonna get that
Linking
attempt
his
that
way
you
over.
wanted.
Nice skip. A minute and 10 seconds left for the final obstacle with a retry. Spencer O'Brien taking the win here at Life Force, but now wants to finalize that with a buzzer on the challenge course.
I cannot wait to see this obstacle finally be attempted. We've been waiting all night for this.
Grabs high,
Let's see him
has
do
to
it.
lock the ends of the U-bar. He's going to skip. He tried to
Oh.
get the nunchuck.
Wow.
Oh, man, what a move.
I think that nunchuck is looking
A little
real
too
nice
high.
right now.
I think it's a little too high.
I don't know if that's possible. I would like to see it properly attempted. And I wish he
I
tried
think-
that first before going for the skip.
I agree.
Let's see what he chooses
see.
now. It
He's
looks
building
like he's
up a
gonna
big
try
swing.
it.
Oh,
Ooh.
just went a little too high. And you can see him cursing the course. But Spencer O'Brien is your elite male winner here at Life Force for the Premier Series qualifier.
With an incredible run on both courses, sweeping both placement and challenge, and a name change during the placement course. he he takes an incredible win here today, accompanying his father at the finals back here at Life Force. Absolutely flawless run up until that point. Once again, a little bit of a struggle at tipping point, I will say. And I feel like a lot of competitors tonight have struggled at first with that obstacle, but it's an adjustment for everyone. Everywhere else, especially right here on this skyhook, incredible.
Yeah, that was just so fun to see. A great way to end the elite division. Spencer O'Brien will be joining his father, not just in the finals, but on the podium as well. Taking a look at our leaderboard, we see Gavin White taking second place with another run to the final obstacle. Cody O'Brien had to run super early, but will be rounding out our podium in third. And Zach Toussaint will be taking our final qualifier spot with a run to Peekaboo. Surprisingly didn't get that move, but regardless, we'll be seeing him returning to the Premier Series finals here at Life Force. Meanwhile, of course, we have our elite female champion of the day, Nora Brown John. No surprise, she will be going over to the finals. Taking a look at her run real quick on the challenge course, had a very smooth run, made everything look easy, while we saw some other athletes struggle on some of these moves. Nora kept it very calm and really showed everyone how it was done. You could tell which athletes, were taking notes during her run and which were trying to do their own thing, because Nora's run was so smooth.
Yeah, she looked flawless from start to finish, and considering she was the only female competitor, she didn't have much pressure on her shoulders in the first place, but regardless, she still put out a run better than a lot of competitors that did show up.
That's right. And then, of course, we have our podium for the elite male division, starting off with one O'Brien, Mr. Cody O'Brien, in third place. Cody was one of our earlier runners. Had a slightly earlier spill on the placement course, but remained calm and collected. Really showed his full capabilities here. Was our first athlete in the elite male division to get through tipping point, which I believe can be harder for our taller and heavier competitors.
Yeah,
but there we have it.
Especially
landing.
He's at 39 years old. It's incredible how he was able to do it just like all the other competitors.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, in second was Gavin White, who we thought was moving incredibly fast, and he very much was. Came in with a lot of power and force on especially the first half of this challenge course here. Flew through so many obstacles. Got a little stuck here on tipping point, but he eventually figured it out. Made his way through to the final obstacle with just a few seconds to spare. And for a while, I honestly wasn't sure if anyone was going to beat him.
Yeah, I mean, it was to the last second. He barely passed Cody on his placement on the course, so it was incredible to see him, beat those last few obstacles with about 30 to 45 seconds left on the clock.
And then, of course, we have Spencer O'Brien, who won the night out. Just when we thought we couldn't get faster than Gavin's run, Spencer beat it by over a minute.
Yes. Incredible. He showed how smooth he can be across the whole course. Once again, and I've said it this whole time, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. It didn't seem like he was trying to push the pace. He just was so smooth. And just flowed all together. Once again, I think the most impressive part of his run, while most athletes needed to take 2 attempts on the skyhooks, he did it in just 1 attempt. Linked a lot of these moves together and ultimately took the win here at Life Force.
Well, that is going to do it for us here at Life Force Ninja for now. We'll be back with 3 more qualifiers in the Premier Series. Next week, we'll be in the UK at True Function Ninja Training Ground for a European clash. Then on October 12th and 13th, we head back to the United States for the SoFlo Ninja Academy qualifier before wrapping up at Modus Ninjas in Missouri, October 19th and 20th. Then, about a month later, we come back to Life Force November 15th, 16th, and 17th for the Premier Series finals, where all of the top athletes who have qualified from the Premier Series events, starting all the way back at the Stanford Ninja Academy, leading all the way into Modus, will battle it out for the title of Premier Series champion. It's going to be one of the biggest clashes of the Titans ever.
Yes, I'm very excited to watch. Have a lot more season left to go. And make sure y'all stick all of those dates in y'all's calendar so we have more ninja action left to go.
That's right. With that, we are all done for this weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to the WNL team for running the streams. Thank you to the Life Force team for hosting an amazing event. And of course to all of our sponsors, NinjaWorks, DGS, Ocean Needs Everyone, Slap Chalks, you name it. We love y'all. I'm Ken Casillas on behalf of Bo Lewis. Good night. We'll see you next time.